I'm going live. Okay, I should be live. Let's see. Oh, I got 2 current viewers. Let's see. How do I got to figure out how to get my chat up. There we go. I'm live. Hello people. This is the first time I'm ever going live and very awkward. Okay. How do I
What's up, everybody?
Jesus, I'm opening random shit on my phone. Okay. Hello, Terrence. Thank you for joining us today. Let's just share this link. And get... Hi, Monica. Of course, you can have a reading. Just hold on. This is the first time I've ever gone live, and I really am just still figuring out the settings. So, of course, you can. Just give me 2 seconds. If you wanted to ask your question, Monica, let me know, okay? Hello from Portugal. Wow, people are finding me from all over the place. Did you want a reading as well, Ambar? I am getting an error. Can everyone hear me and see me okay? Because I am showing an error. If someone can let me know, please. Hey T, how are you? This is live. It is my first time ever going live, and my wonderful husband put all this fancy equipment up in front of me, and I have no clue what any of it's doing, but it seems to be working. So, okay, so I'm just going to make a list, as you can see here, of all the different people. So if you want a reading, just please let me know. T and Ray, I'll put you on the list because I'm pretty sure you gals will want a reading. Monica, did you have a question? I'm going to be using my Wildwood Tarot today. But I also have a whole bunch of affirmation cards and my message from animal spirits. It looks incredible. Oh, thank you, T. I don't know how bad the delay is. It seems like it's lagging quite a bit, but we'll see how it goes. They're my favorite cards too, T. I love the artwork on them. Oh no, I dropped a card. Will you receive your stimulus payment in the upcoming week? And then career and job for Ambar. So stimulus. Okay. Hi, Abby. Hey, AR. I'm making a list, guys. So I will add both of you guys to the list, and when I get closer to your names, I will ask you for your questions, okay? So right now we're just going to figure out some information about Monica's question for her stimulus payment. Will Monica get her stimulus payment? I'm not live anymore. It's still showing that I'm live. I'm back. Well, the error message has gone away. Nope, error is back. Is anyone... Hold on, guys. I don't even know if I'm live anymore. Okay, I can see your chat, but I'm seeing that my screen is just a buffering circle thing. So I hope you guys can hear me. I'm going to text my husband and see. The joys of the internet. Okay, so according to the chat, I'm still live. According to YouTube, I'm having an error. So I don't know. I'm just gonna guess. I guess I could just keep talking to myself. We'll see what happens. Okay, it appears to be working even though YouTube's showing it is not. Okay, so let's figure out some information from Monica. Wonderful technologies. I know. Probably would have been easier if I had just gone for one different camera angle, but of course we wanted to have multiple fun ways to see the cards and to see me. So okay, Monica, you pulled the card for the King of Vessels, which is the Heron. So this is, it is a good sign that your stimulus check is going to be coming, but it may not be the most timely. It's almost, if a heron tends to be very slow and methodical in its movements, so it may take a little longer than you hope for it to arrive. Okay, we've got all sorts of people showing up. Let's see. NC, did you want a reading? I didn't write you down, but I know you were the next person. Yes, you did ask about a Sagittarius. And then let's see. Happily ever after. How are you doing? And Savage Mama. I'm going to put you guys on the list. YouTube is in retrograde. It definitely seems like it is. Yeah, Abby, I've got you on the list. You are 6th on the list. Okay. So let's see. I just want to see if I can get any more information for Monica. Again, I'm feeling like, yeah, it's coming, but it just might not be it might not be timely at all. I'm doing well. A little nervous because I've never actually done this before. And the fact that, let's see, it's showing me that 7 people are here right now. Like, that's crazy to me considering we just fumbled through this first 10 minutes. Okay. So you also got the 6 of Arrows and the Fox. So honestly, that makes me think that once things get sorted, like it almost seems like there's something turbulent going on here. If it's something that's being mailed, then it might be, taking a detour, or if it's direct deposit, you want to make sure that your banking information and all of that is correct so that it doesn't go to the wrong place potentially. So just double check the details on what you've given in order to get your stimulus package to make sure that everything is set the way it should be. Okay, Monica? With the fox, it's just be vigilant, keep an eye out for it. It is coming. It's just, who knows how long it'll take, because time right now seems to be going weird. Like the you know how when you're having a good time seems to go fast, but right now it seems like time has slowed down and even skips a beat at times. So be patient, Monica. I don't feel like it's not coming. It just might not arrive as quickly as you're hoping for it, okay? Okay. And then Amber. Am I even saying that right? Is it Amber? Amber? Are you still here? You wanted to know about a career and new job opportunities. Do you have an interview or anything lined up, or are you hoping for something? This is just a general prospect about what might be coming. Hi, Vicky. It's so nice to see you here. Yes, so just a general career forecast for what might be coming up. Apparently they want to tell you about the whole half of the deck. The card I did manage to catch was the Two of Vessels. Let me pick up the cards I dropped. Okay, bad thing about this streaming setup is when I drop cards, there's a table in the way. And it's really hard to get it without bumping everything. Okay, so the cards that landed face up for you were the Two of Vessels and the Ten of Arrows. Crimson Moon, yes, you can get a reading. I will add you to the list. Vicky, did you want a reading as well? And then I'm going to close the list there for now until I get through some of these, because I don't know how long it's going to take me to get through 11 people. I mean, I told my husband before we started, oh no, my camera's beeping at me. Is it going to shut off? It shut off. Hold on, guys. Technical difficulties. Okay, it's going to come back on. Oh, it's really fun, T. I'm glad you're finding it fun, because I'm stressing out over here as my camera shuts off. Let's see if we can get this on. I don't think a GoPro is meant to stream like this, but we'll make it work. We'll figure it out. Look at that, guys. Sneak peek of videos coming up. That's what we got there. I'm not really stressed. I figured it out. Okay. My husband just came in for the rescue. Oh, I'm not really stressed. I mean, if this goes terrible, I'll just delete it when it's done. But it's fine. I mean, it kind of goes to show what YouTubers actually go through. I mean, and you guys missed the whole setup that Like I have, just for fun, I have a camera here, a monitor here, a camera here, a computer here, a microphone here. Like it's a lot. But luckily I have a husband who is, really good with technology, because otherwise I would have been doing this from my cell phone. So, okay, so Amber, your career prospects here. So we have the Two of Vessels, and this is really good omen for you. This is bringing in new opportunities. Hi, Joshua. Did I say that correctly? I'm terrible with names, guys, just so you know. I already have a list of 10 people, and so once I get a little bit further down that list, I'll be opening it up for more people. I don't know how long this is going to take, so stick around, okay? And I'll add more people once I get through the list, okay, guys? Yeah, so I'm seeing more comments coming in about the list. I have a list of 10 people right now, and then, I said it perfectly? That's good. Thank you. Once I get closer to the end of this, I'll see what the time is, and then we will add more people. Okay? But Amber, so you have, with the Two of Vessels, like this is really good omen for bringing in a new career, a new job opportunity. But with the 10 of Arrows, I am sensing that you are going to have to do some kind of training or instruction. Like you might need to improve your skills for whatever job you're going after. This could also be an opportunity for in-person training, like on a job site, whether the company that you want to work for is going to offer you training. But in order to progress in your career, there is going to have to be more instruction and more learning. Okay. Hi from Oregon. Where is everyone? I know T is in the UK. Ray is in Oregon. I know TC100's in Canada, if he's still here, because I'm in Canada. And he's in the other room. Yes, doing my, in my little control room. Okay, so T and Ray, you two are next on the list. So do you guys want to add your questions? I feel like you may have asked them earlier, but they're now really far up and I don't know if I can find them. Hello, Emmy. Ooh, Singapore. That's awesome. I have a friend in Singapore. Okay, did that resonate with you, Ambar? I'm seeing a lot of new names. I don't know if you guys are lurkers on my other videos or if you haven't subscribed, but I would love it if you guys could subscribe and comment more on my other videos. I like getting to know you guys. So let's see, we have USA, Canada, Singapore, UK. We got people all over the place. Okay, T, you just want whatever message. Did you have a specific deck? I have the Wildwood Tarot. I also have my... Oh, this is interesting. Is Monica still here? If Monica's still here, look, there's a heron on these cards as well. And I also have affirmation decks, guys. So if you want an affirmation pull, I can do that as well. Ray wants an affirmation. Because I also have my Miracles Now deck. I have the Universe Has Your Back, Super Attractor, and the Money and the Law of Attraction. So if you guys want an affirmation from any of those decks, please let me know. Either two on the screen. Okay, let's pull. I know this is one of your favorite decks, but let's pull from this one just to spice things up a little bit. Message for T. Hey T and Ray, can I add you guys as moderators in case any creeps show up? You can just delete unnecessary comments. Oh look, I have cards coming out of my head. I should move those. Okay, message for T. Hi, Jack. My son is watching. What does that mean, T? It just means your name turns blue and you get a little wrench by your name. And then if someone says something vulgar, you have the opportunity to remove it or to block them. It means you have superpowers. Savage Mama, you're 5 people down, okay? That's if the other people are still here. I just keep dropping cards on the floor today. Okay, T, you got the Spider, which is trust the creative spark you're feeling and express it through writing stories that inspire and enlighten. And then you also got the Boar, face your problems head on with confidence and courage and you will emerge victorious. So I feel like with them together, it's saying that using your creative spark to overcome some of your problems. So this could be, journaling. This could be creating a vision board, messages on the floor, pretty much. This could be like, fixed my name, but yeah. Okay, I'll say JC1OZ as opposed to Jack. If you guys didn't know, I have 4 kids. And one of them is in the chat right now. So it says, face your problems head on with confidence and courage. So when you are feeling like you need to face something, what did you get the Boar on? Was that the daily reading? I think that you got the Boar. So this is about strength to overcome. And I know that you have had some hard times with, well, not necessarily hard times, some setbacks with wanting to go places, physically, but with what's going on in the world right now, you can't exactly travel. So I think we need to manage our time with this creative, it was a daily reading. Yeah. So just add some more creativity into your life. This could even be, I know you're a very physical person, so this could also be like expressing any frustrations or anything that you have through movement, but just it's not bottling it up inside. Okay. Hi, Rhonda. Hi, Leaf. My list is full at the moment, but I will be opening it up if I have time. Okay. You just came out of the hospital yesterday. Okay, so maybe not so much on the physical movement, depending on why you were in the hospital. Hopefully you're okay. So then this might be, maybe it's also a good time, T, to sit down and to maybe work on your vision board, update it for the second half of 2020. Hey guys, so I'm seeing a bunch of new people and a very loud motorcycle going by. I do have a list, but at the moment I'm cutting it off because I don't know how long it's going to take me to get through all of these people, but I will open it up if I have time at the end, okay? You're studying law. Can you become a judge? Sure, if you want to. You have to put hard work in and work hard, and then you can achieve it. You can achieve whatever you want. I don't even need the cards to tell me that. As for when, it's going to depend on your actions. Okay? Small surgery. Was it your shoulder? Because I know your shoulder was bugging you before. Okay, so yeah, focus on creative. Bring me lunch in 45. You don't need to bring me lunch. That's okay. I'm not going to eat on camera. This isn't going to turn into, what's it called, a mukbang? Okay, T? So, yeah, face your problems, work through them, don't bottle them up inside, okay? Hello, Tulip. Oh, you're new to my channel? That's awesome. I'm seeing a lot of new names, so that's exciting. You can ask a question, but I'm got a list, and right now it's full. Depending on the time, I will open it up, okay? I am, now that my wonderful husband has helped me with this setup, hopefully I can do this at least once a week, guys, okay? So now, Ray, are you still here? I'm going to pull you a super attractor card. Avi and AR, you guys are up next on the list. So if you guys are still here, can you let me know your questions? Yeah, I don't know if I'll be doing this every Saturday morning. I might try and do it on different days of the week. Maybe Friday. You can't wait for it to be open. Ray's still here. Good. Okay. AR, has P moved on? Are you guys no contact to AR? And then, okay, so we got 2 love readings coming up for AR and Abby. Okay, let's get some affirmation cards for Ray. I'm doing awesome. Oh, thank you so much. No contact since Thursday, so like 2 days ago or like last Thursday, the Thursday before that. Okay, so Ray, you have believing in spiritual guidance gives me certainty and the freedom to keep dreaming even when I can't yet see the result. I think that is very powerful for you, and you know exactly why. My ability to receive is measured by how much I practice good feeling thoughts. And then feeling good will bring me far more than whatever I thought I needed. Get out of my way, Leaf. Okay, Ray, I don't know if you want to screenshot those so that you can keep them with you for your week. You got up early. You're only an hour behind me. You want to get up with my kids instead? Because they get up early. Hi, Jada. Okay, did you have I hope you had an opportunity to screenshot those. Oh, my camera's going to shut off again. Technical difficulties. This is always fun. While I'm waiting for my camera to start, I'm going to have some water. Because with the amount of readings I've got to do on my list, I bet you my voice is going to go. So, okay. So those are Ray's cards. I hope you were able to get a screenshot. You're lazy. You're not lazy. You just stay up later than I do. Okay. So, Avi, the camera's not on Wi-Fi. It's actually plugged in through a capture card, but because it's not actually clicked to record, it thinks it's not actually running, so it keeps shutting off. So I just have to be a little more mindful about just touching the screen so that it thinks that it's actually on. You're not an early bat. I got my almost batwing sleeves. I identify as a bat. Okay, so Avi, so we are talking about reconciliation with the husband. I was trying to shuffle up here so you guys could see me shuffle, but I keep dropping the cards under the table, so I'm going to shuffle over here. You have not been called yet, but once I finish this reading, I'll get you to put your question in because you are 2 people away. Okay, happily ever after. Camera wants a bit of touchy-feely. Yes, it does. I have to talk gentle to this camera or else it gets mad at me. Okay, reconciliation with the hubby. You are next, AR. Yeah, I've got your question written down. Okay, I'm going to do Abby's and then I'm going to do yours. Let me see if I can shuffle on screen. It's not really working that well. Okay. So Abby, you got the waters of life. So this is about nurturing the relationship. And the back of the deck energy is the 2 of arrows. So I feel like you have some shadows that you need to work through. I'm really feeling like this could be a lot of jealousy, and it's not really nurturing to the relationship if you're coming at it from a place of jealousy. So you may need to, this could also be both sides. This could be both you and your husband. Issues that you guys need to work through separately, but there might also be things that connect together, because you need to nurture almost the foundations of the relationship. So working on communication, trust. I'm feeling like you guys are not really communicating from a place of love. It's almost more of a potential jealousy, or like this card suggests injustice, where you're feeling like maybe you're not being treated properly. And this is something that you need to work through for your relationship to get back on track or get to the next level. Okay. So this could be shadow work, in terms of past hurt that is being triggered by actions. This could be something that he has done in the past, which you still haven't given yourself the opportunity to process. But when you can work on this, and I do feel like right now you're blind to it, especially, she is blindfolded. Okay. You're no contact now? Okay, yeah. So this is, you need to work on this yourself in order for the contact to start. This isn't, if you're no contact, then it's working on issues that you're having within yourself. I'm feeling a lot of trust, and this could be trusting him to get back into the relationship. It could also be trusting yourself to make the decisions that make you proud moving forward. Okay, I see your question. You don't need to put it 5 times. And right now I have a list which is full, and I will ask for more people when the time comes. Okay, if you keep spamming the list, I'm just going to remove you. This is why I should have made mods. Okay, hold on, guys. I'm just dealing with the spammer. Okay. T and Ray, I made you guys mods. And I just took the opportunity to hide the person who was spamming. Okay. So if you see more people doing that, if you guys could just, I trust you guys to remove, block, whatever you got to do. Okay. Sorry, Abby, we were rudely interrupted there. So work on the trust issues within yourself. If you start doing shadow work, you may find that this is a lot deeper than just your current relationship. Vicky, did you want to be a mod too? Because I know you know how it works. Because you help mod for the wonderful moon moth goddess. If you guys are looking for a new channel to check out, hers is pretty awesome. Okay, Abby? Okay, so AR. Sorry, guys. No contact since this Thursday. Thank you so much, Vicky. Just in case the other lovely ladies are not on next time I go live, it doesn't hurt to have multiple people who will get rid of people who spam. Okay. Hey, Prashi. Okay, so AR, has P moved on? You've been no contact since Thursday. I am. Hello. That makes me think of I Am Sam, Dr. Zeus. Okay, so as for the questions, I have, so I'm going to do AR now, and then we have NC. Is NC still here? And then Happily Ever After, you are asked after that. So if NC and Happily Ever After want to ask their questions, I will write those down. And then we have 3 more people, and then I will open up the list again, okay? Okay, so Happily Ever After, new relationship. Is NC still here? I'll open the list after after I do Vicky's reading, then I'll open the list again. Okay, guys? So right now we are reading for AR. I hope you're still here. Crimson Moon, yes, you are on it. You're actually after Vicky, but I figure I will get yours going while people claim to be, that they want to be on the list when they claim their spots. Okay? So Emmy, I know you've been here for a while. AR, yes. Okay, good. You're still here. Joshka's still here. Wonderful. Okay. Okay, AR, you got the Journey card, and you got the Page of Stones. So this is new energy coming in. So, has P moved on? I can't say exactly if. I mean, you are only dealing with since Thursday, but I feel the overall energy needs a shift. So whether this is saying goodbye to this relationship and starting something fresh, or kind of looking back on this relationship and starting from the ground up, looking back on, you know, weighing the pros and cons. Like, is there a reason why you really want to hold on to this? Oh, thank you so much, Vicky. It's 1:42 in the morning. It's 11:43 in the morning here. It's the middle of the day, and it's bright and sunny. I want to get outside at some point with my kids. Is my kid still here? I think he's probably lost interest. But AR, so then, but you also have the Page of Stones. So I feel like, will he contact you? Is he thinking about you? I definitely think he is still thinking about you. And of course, I'm dropping cards again. You have the Queen of Vessels, the Salmon. Yeah, so I feel like he is still thinking about you, but I feel like if this relationship's going to be rekindled, I feel like it's going to be rekindled on a new ground, like a new fresh kind of connection. So it's going to be, for both of you, putting any BS behind you that has been causing you strife. So again, like Abby had, it's a lot of shadow work to figure out the triggers behind what made the relationship dissolve in the first place. Okay. Joshua, since you've been here a while and it's so late there, I'm going to put you on, and I think you were technically next on the list when I closed it. So I'm going to put you first if you can stay up. If not, I'll try and do this maybe on an evening during the week, and then it won't be so late for you, okay? No, with the Page of Stones, I don't really feel like it's over. I just feel like there's something that needs to be dealt with, and for that to finish, whether this is an ongoing argument, the energy is not completely null and void. It's this, whatever this is, I mean, we've got a crow here picking at the bones. Like, it's like you're grasping at the last little bits of this relationship, but there is still stuff there, and it still can be salvaged. But you need to work on this. You need to figure out why this is such a trigger for you, and for P as well. He hasn't moved on, but like this Queen of Vessels with the salmon, this is going to be an uphill battle. And now, you might decide that it's not worth it. And if you're saying, like, there's no, if I feel like he thinks it's over, then there's no point. I'm not saying that. But if that's what you're really feeling, then is it even worth you to put your energy out? Okay. You can stay up. I'm going to open the list in a little bit, guys. Okay. And I wasn't planning on doing more than an hour, but I may stay a little bit longer. We'll see. Okay. So AR, like, it is going to be an uphill battle, and you have to decide whether it's worth it or not. If you don't want to fight against the stream for this relationship, then maybe it's time to move on. It's not going to be easy, but if you feel like he's worth it, then I do feel like he still has this energy. He is this Page of Stones. This is, he's lurking in the shadows, waiting for when the time is right. But do you want to do the work that needs to happen for the relationship to actually get out of a place where it has this kind of dark energy around it? Okay. So, I mean, that, is he thinking about you? Yes. But do you need to be thinking about him? I think is the more important question, because it is going to be hard. Yeah, what is this all worth anyway? I mean, if he is causing you heartache... Oh no, my camera's going to shut off again. Okay. If he's causing you heartache and there's a lot of triggers, like you say, it may not be worth your time. So do what feels good for you in the moment. Don't focus on him. Okay? If this is something that you want, go for it. And if it's not something that you're willing to fight for, then it's time to move on. I'm a real one. Thank you. Okay, so I hope that clarified. Yeah, I don't try and sugarcoat anything. I mean, if I see that, he doesn't want you, I'm going to tell you, because it's not worth your time. I'm a firm believer in not wasting people's time. Okay? Yeah, and you don't want to torture yourself by going after a relationship that is going to cause you more heartache in the long run. Okay? So if if going after this is really this uphill battle against the stream and you don't have the energy to put out for it, then I would say turn around and go the other way, because there's probably an even better person waiting for you around the corner, but your energies can't meet because you're way too focused on him. But again, it has also been only since Thursday. So, you may want to give it time. There's lots of options, but focus on you and how much you're willing to put into this. Okay. NC, are you still here? I didn't see your question. But happily ever after, we're going to do yours. And since I'm not sure if NC is still here, Savage Mama, if you're still here, did you want to put your question in? Hello to lots of new people. Let me scroll up a little bit. Okay, so and see if you're still here. I'm going to do your reading after I'm going to do your reading after happily ever after, just because I don't see your question and I don't know if you're still here. Okay, so happily ever after, are you still here? Yes, okay, I can see you. Hello, Leah. Can you guys hear that really loud motorcycle? Am I still taking any readings? I have 5 more people, and then I'm going to see what time it is. Okay. Whereabouts in upstate New York? I used to live in Southern Ontario. Okay, so happily ever after, you have the 5 of Arrows, which is frustration, the Shaman, and the Stag. Sorry, guys. Hold on. My voice doesn't do well with long chats. The pick-a-card videos kill my throat after. So this is your new relationship with the dynamic. Vicky, it's okay. I was getting frustrated with seeing the person write their question 101 times. It's not fair to other people, so don't worry about it. I'm not stressed. It is what it is. Near Lake George. I don't know where that is, but it sounds familiar. Whoops, I just kicked the table. Oh, look at that. Pajama pants. That's a huge jug of water. It's only a liter. I drink about 4 liters of water a day. And I also have a tea, but guess what? It's cold. Yeah, not nearly as nice. Okay, so happily, why do I want to keep saying heavily? Happily ever after. The Stag, the Shaman, and the Frustration card, the 5 of Arrows. I feel like you guys are going to be going back and forth on a lot of issues. Not necessarily negative things, but it's like you guys are going to be potentially of differing opinions. And with the Shaman, I really feel like it's probably spiritual. So I don't know if you guys are of different spiritual beliefs, different religions, but there is a little bit of a separation there, which may become more apparent over time. And again, it's just with the 5 of Arrows, it's frustration. It's like you keep trying to have a conversation about something, and I'm not feeling like this is like, like a deal breaker, but it's almost like you guys are going to get into a lot of healthy debates, spiritual or religious kind of debates. Hopefully this stays out of the political realm, because that's never fun. But it's going to be like a very kind of mental growth kind of a frustration. Your long distance. Okay, so the relationship then does talk, it is based on communication. So make sure that you are focused on communication. Again, I feel like then this could also be if you are relying on the written word. Make sure that your mindset is not clouding the way that you're interpreting those written words. A lot of frustration could be coming through that. But then you also pulled the Stag. And I mean, this card is about strength, physical strength, but also mental strength. But also on his shield here, we have the Tree of Life, and this is setting down roots. This is looking into the future. The Tree of Life, it never truly dies, because it's such an old tree, it's always putting out seeds, which is then creating new life. So it's as things are, as things kind of may seem like they're starting to fall apart, remember that there are seeds planted in other places. Okay. Hi, Barbie doll. Priyanka. I'm saying that wrong, sorry, but hello. Right now, I still have 5 people on the list. I have Savage Mama, Vicky, Crimson Moon, Joshika, and Emmy, if you guys are still here. And then when I'm done that, I'll see if I'm going to add more, okay? Oh, right. Okay. I remember that, Leah. Yeah, your grandfather was from Quebec. I remember. I looked that up on a map. I remember that. Okay. Hold on. I'm trying to scroll up to see if I missed any messages from Happily Ever After, since that is who we're talking about right now. Okay. Just want to I'm going to pull you an affirmation card to add to this, okay? Happily Ever After. I feel like you could use some positive words of inspiration. Hello, MW. Wow, there's 20 people watching. You guys are amazing. You have beat my goal of having 5 people here. Oh, so you okay, yeah, different cultures. Yeah, so there, when you do have conflicting opinions about things, just remember that anything that's different it's not an insult to you, right? Like, it's just, take it as a learning opportunity to better learn about, what was his initial? A. Take it as an opportunity to learn about A, and take it as an opportunity to share more about what you believe. Okay? So your affirmation is, my true safety lies in my capacity to align with the love of the universe. Okay? You also have, I heal the habit of fear and I embrace the habit of love. Okay, so that kind of goes along with what I was saying. Like, if you are having, with this frustration card, if you're feeling like maybe you're not being understood, approach it from love as opposed to from fear. Because if you are dealing with different cultural tradition, different religion, different spiritual matters within this relationship, you are going to have to find a way to merge them long term. Okay, if that's what you want. If you want it long term, you're going to have to figure out how to make both of your visions work together, okay? So approach it from love and not from fear. They're trying to help you better understand them just as you want them to better understand you. It's not about changing who you are. It's about being able to communicate that, okay? Okay, so NC. I didn't see NC. Did anyone see NC while I was reading for Happily Ever After? I don't think so. So I'm going to move on. Savage Mama and Vicky, can you guys write your questions. I think you may have written it, Vicky, but I don't remember. I thought I was only going to get 5T because I didn't know how many people, like I didn't know how people were going to find this. I've never done a live before, and I'm saying a lot of new names, so I don't know how people found me, but only some of you are subscribers. Savage Mama, you're next if you can let me know what your question is. I know you posted it above, but I can't find it. I'm trying to scroll. I just want to thank my awesome mods. Okay. What does Kendrick like or love about me? Okay. Savage Mama, who's Kendrick? Is that someone you're in a relationship with, or is it someone that you're wanting to be in a relationship with? Okay, and then Vicky, forward movement, no communication. Richard. Hi guys. Can I be okay, so the list is currently closed. I've been on for an hour, which is what I had intended to do. Okay, Savage, currently no contact. Okay, no communication. I will see after I get through the next 5, which is how much I have remaining, what time it is. I should touch that so it doesn't shut off. GC, hello. Okay, so let's see what Kendrick has to say. 9 of stones, which is tradition. Why are you going to shut off? Hold on, guys. I touched the screen, but apparently that didn't work. I'm going to have to figure out a different camera situation for next time. Okay, we are back up on that screen. Okay, Joshika, I don't typically do timelines because your actions will change that. You could do something today that would change the timeline that you're on. And as for ethnicity of your divine counterpart, I mean, in my opinion, that kind of, it's kind of a moot point because the ethnicity is just what the temporary human experience has shown you. It's not really anything about the soul, which is more what I'm feeling like you're asking about, like a soulmate or a twin flame. Hello, Virgo Prince. Hello, GC. If I add more people, I will let you guys know, okay? But as of right now, the list is closed. We're doing Savage Mama's reading for Kendrick. So we had the... Okay, so I'll see what the cards want to say about a soulmate. Jessica, okay? I'll write that down. Crimson Moon and Emmy, if you guys want to write your questions, I'll get those written down too. Thanks for the subscribes and likes, guys. I really appreciate it. Okay, let's see if we can get more information about Kendrick. So right now, you've pulled the Nine of Swords, which is tradition. Naughty YouTube. What did I miss? I don't know what I missed. So this is Kendrick liking the tradition's not necessarily of your family, but of yourself and what you hold value to, your integrity. I can see the fox card on the floor. You also pulled the balance card. And let me pick up the cards that I dropped. It's nothing. I feel like I'm missing out on something. You know how often I drop cards? Like, it's not even funny. I should just read on the floor. Okay, so tradition, balance, and the fox. Let's not put the fox right behind my head. So this is your intelligence. I was asking for the questions from Crimson Moon and Emmy. Will she respond to my text? Emmy, are you still on? Okay, so this is, yeah, so he's Kendrick, right? Am I on the right name? Yeah. So Kendrick likes your, like, you know, you have a sense of self. You know what is important to you. And he, you know, he appreciates that about you, your intelligence, and also your balance. This could be that he feels that you balance him out instead of just, you know, your balance as an individual. It could be that he feels like when he is in... Okay, my phone is blowing up with subscription notifications, so thank you guys so much. Oh, that's so awesome. He feels like you balance him. So this, I feel really like this is emotional. So it could be, you know, if he's having a bad day, he can give you a call and it brings a lot more balance to his emotions. I really feel like that is a very positive aspect of your relationship together. But it is also this tradition of, you know, what you hold value to, what you enjoy doing. This doesn't have to be like family traditions, like say celebrating Christmas or something like that's not what I'm talking about. You donated through PayPal. I will check that in a moment. Oh, I do see that. Okay. TZ. So TZ donated. So after I'm done with Savage Mama, I'm going to talk with him. I'm sorry, TZ, are you, can you tell me your preferred pronoun? So yeah, Savage Mom. So it's about how you balance him, how you balance Kendrick. I'm feeling very emotional energy with that. But then it's also the traditions that you bring to the relationship. This could also be, he just appreciates that you enjoy your cup of coffee every morning and just sitting together, having a cup of coffee, like that kind of thing, is something that he values. Now, it might not be like a personal trait, but it is still something that is comforting. Okay. And with the fox, this is also your intelligence and your mind. Okay. So those are the main three things that popped out for you. Savage Mama, are you still there? Yeah, more people are coming to you. Thank you for sticking around, because it's getting late there, isn't it? Okay, just TZ, just to confirm the PayPal, I'm assuming it's your initials, right? Okay. Pisces female. Okay, just to clarify, he's in a long distance relationship with someone else, and you want a message from him. Thank you, Vicky. You're both Pisces. Okay. Thank you so much for the donation, by the way. I really appreciate it. Okay, so the message that's coming through. Oh, Vicky, you're in the UK too? I didn't know that. The message that's coming through is it's not really a romantic message, but it's really about working on yourself, celebrating who you are and your skills, and showing those skills to the world. So this could be a message of confidence. And right now, if you are feeling like your self-esteem is low or your confidence is low, then that's where you need to focus your energy if you want to get into a relationship with him. Right now, your confidence and your self-esteem is not bringing in that relationship. So focus on what it is that you love about yourself. And when you can feel more love towards yourself, then if it's a relationship with him that you're ultimately seeking, you'll be in a better place in your head for that energy to come into your life. Okay? Yeah, the bottom of the deck energy is insecurity. So I feel like you are, if you're wanting this relationship, then you have to work through your insecurities around it. It's almost like you're feeling like you're not valuable enough, or you are not better than the person that he is currently in a relationship with. If you can sense that you are better and that he is worthy of you in every single way, if you can give yourself that self-love, then there's a lot better chance that that relationship will blossom. Okay? Really working on yourself. Oh, okay. So if you feel that you two have twin flame energy, just remember that that energy can bring out both the best and the worst in someone. And with the cards that are on the table, I'm going to say he really wants to bring out the best in you. But ultimately, you have to do that for yourself. Do you want an affirmation? If you're saying you're feeling broken, let's give you an affirmation to focus on. You can beat this insecurity, TZ, okay? You know, that is good energy to have, to say that you will not be in a third party situation. But I feel like you're not going to bring his energy in connection with yours until you can level yours out. If you know in your heart that you are, then you don't need to donate. But just remember that twin flame relationships can be just as toxic as they are beautiful. Twin flames, it's because you mirror each other. So oftentimes what that means is that they're showing you the aspects of yourself that you're uncomfortable with. But thank you for the offer. I don't think I'm going to add any more to the list, guys. I still have 4 more people to go. And my camera's going to shut off again. Okay, I'm just going to pull an affirmation card. Just keep shuffling while that turns back on. Are you going to turn back on? The camera is hot to the touch. There's still 4 more people on the list, guys. Now that I know that this actually works, like technologically, I can get it working. I'm going to do this more often. So I'm going to try and switch up the times when I do this, just because I know there's a lot of people who are all over the world. Like Joshika's over in Singapore. Some of the mods are in the UK. I'm personally in Canada. So I'm going to try and switch up the times so that more and more people can jump on at the beginning and then get your names on the list early, because I honestly had a list of 10 people within about 10 minutes, And I have been on for an hour and a half. It's also heating up because I have it plugged in so that the battery doesn't die. A twin flame doesn't always show you the negative side of yourself, but so often they are a reflection of you. So the negative aspects, and I mean, negative is subjective, right? So what you feel is negative is often kind of emphasized in them. And then because you feel like that is a negative trait about yourself, it is mirrored back to you and you see it. Okay, TZ, your affirmation is, when I'm patient, I let the universe do for me what I cannot do for myself. So this is a message of, like, you know, it's going to take time, and you need to trust that time will bring about what it needs to, and that you can't rush time. Okay, so focus on yourself. Work on yourself, and if this person is meant to be in your life, it'll work out. Okay? Hold on, I gotta scroll up, guys. I really appreciate all the comments, but now I feel like I've missed a bunch of stuff. Am I an intuitive reader? Yes. I have read one book about tarot cards, and that's it. I don't read the books that come along with the deck unless there's a card that absolutely stumps me. Sorry guys, trying to catch up on some of the message. It took less than 5 minutes for the... I know, T, you were here fast, and I mean, I messaged you before I even went live, and you were third on the list. Okay, Vicky. Richard, forward movement. That's all I wrote down. I should have written down more. Thank you guys for all the kind words. I really do appreciate it. You're very impatient. Yeah, okay. You know you're impatient. So, you know, and that within itself is an insecurity, right? You know that you don't want to wait, and then it's even harder to keep working on yourself when you don't want to wait, when you know you have to. So it's almost like, why are you impatient? What happened in your life that made you so impatient? I would probably start there. Thanks for reposting your questions, Vicky. I appreciate it. Okay, so hi Dimitri. I'm seeing your question about when you will immigrate to Canada. So again, I'm not. I think your thing was just removed by Vicky because I'm not taking questions right now. But I also do want to let people know that I don't do timelines. Okay, I can't tell you that something's going to happen May 26th at 7 p.m. because your actions in every moment of your life can change your destiny. Okay? So readings are just about the current energy, and if I tell you something that happens on a date and it doesn't happen, then you're either going to get mad at me, mad at yourself, or get upset that it's not happening. But you just have to know that, you know, if things are meant to come into your reality, they will. Okay? But you do also have to take the steps. Okay, so let's figure out about Richard for Vicky. And Vicky, your question doesn't count as a time. Protection, joy, and abundance. So is there going to be forward movement? It does seem like it. But you have to feel safe in the situation. That's really what this protection card is talking about. I don't know if there's something about Richard that makes you uneasy, whether it is the energy that is currently surrounding him or the energy that had him block you. Oh, look at this. I got cards coming out of my head again. Gotta stop putting them right here. But you need to feel safe in the relationship if you do want it to move forward, okay? With the joy and the abundance card, I mean, this is very positive in terms of where this relationship is going to go. So he didn't block you on Facebook. You're still friends on that. And he unblocked you. Hello, Anna. I'm not adding any more to the list, but I am going to try and do these at least once a week, okay? So anyone who's not on the list, so after Vicky, I have Crimson Moon, Joshika, and Emmy. I will do any donations that come through, but I'm just going to do those readings, okay? And then if you hit the subscribe button, I think I can post ahead of time now that I know like this technological wizardry that my husband did for me. I know that it works, so I can do this more often. So just hit the subscribe, and then I'll try and, I think YouTube will let me schedule a live, so we'll see that, okay? Sorry, Vicky, I got distracted. He didn't block you. Okay, so Vicky, what I'm seeing here is that I do see a positive outcome for this relationship. But right now there's something it's almost like, I don't think it's physical protection, physical safety, but it's something emotional that's making you uneasy. Like, I would say the emotions around when you found out you were blocked, I would start there in terms of moving forward. Okay, so you can see him online and never did before. So another thing, just totally out, like random off my head, not anything to do with the cards around that, Vicky, is that I have my Facebook notification settings just shut off. And so even if I'm online, you can't see that I'm online. Just because with my Facebook pages, I found I was getting so many random messages and people trying to call me in the middle of the night. So I just shut them off. So he may have shut them off and then decided he wanted notifications and turned them on. And, now you can see him. You told him to block you. Why did you tell him to block you? Again, what is this fear that I'm sensing here? Because I do feel like you guys can have joy and abundance together, like these two other cards suggest. But there's something that is holding you back, like you're putting a wall up. Elevated, I'm not taking any more questions, but if you subscribe, I'm going to be doing this a lot more often, and hopefully you can catch me next time, okay? I'm gonna pull an animal messenger card for you, Vicky. Oh, okay. he's seeing someone. That's interesting with the threes of crowd here on this card. Yeah, so I do feel like there's definitely more to the story, Vicky, and it's working through it. So I mean, if he's with someone else now, if you are a firm believer in manifestation, then you need to figure out what it is that you want. So if you really want him, then that third party doesn't really matter, because in the end he'll end up with you. But right now there's fear that's causing a limited belief. And if you want this to move forward, you need to work past that fear. And I have a feeling it's around always being a third party, or always having someone who is a third party. So you've got the meerkat, which is get support from a trusted group of like-minded friends. And then you have the peacock, which is let yourself stand out and be noticed. So the peacock's really a message of self-confidence. I think there's something more to it than just the messenger. It doesn't matter whether he's blocked you or not. There's something that's holding you back. So we have to work on this fear, because you're not going to feel safe in this relationship, even if he leaves this third party. At the moment, I feel like you're not going to feel safe. And let me wait for that ambulance or fire truck to pass. Okay, so right now, yeah, so you're not going to feel safe in this relationship with the current block around you. And I do feel with the peacock, it has something to do with your self-confidence. This could be you reflecting past relationships onto him. You know, if there's been a relationship GC, I haven't called on you. You're not on the list, sorry. I feel like this might be energy from a past relationship that you were either cheated on or sensed that you were cheated on. And so now the fact that there is another opportunity for a third party makes you really apprehensive. You love him. He's your soulmate. See, and the problem with soulmates is that we do feel such a strong connection to them. And I mean, just like twin flames, sometimes it's not the best, because you still bring out each other's insecurities. You got told not to reach out first and wait for him to contact you. I feel like if you want to reach out, like, that's fine. Oh, my camera's going to shut off again. If you want to reach out, I feel like that's fine. But there is this block that you need to have the confidence to know that you are worthy of this relationship and that he's not going to have a third party. If you go into a relationship thinking that he's going to cheat on you and there's a third party involved, then that is the energy you're bringing into that relationship. Yeah, the third party stuff is hard. That, you know what, that's very true, T. There are more than one soulmates. And soulmates aren't always relationships too. We can have soulmates in friends, family members. They don't always have to be sexual relationships. Okay. Do you want an affirmation, Vicky? With the meerkat, I really do feel like you could benefit from having a close group of friends who you could share your insecurities with. Just kind of as like a sounding block. Not necessarily like to offer advice, but just to get things off your chest. I mean, we did pull the abundance card too. So I do feel like, you know, when we can step into this peacock energy, we can bring about abundance with love in this relationship. But you have to trust, honestly, you have to believe that you are worthy of the relationship. He's always acted like a player. So if it's something that you feel like, you know, like once a player, always a player, then is that even the energy that you want? Or is it time to, you know, it's also interesting because the peacock with the bright feathers is actually the male, and it's actually like a courting dance. So is it maybe time to look somewhere new? You could have a future with him. It's whether you want it or not. If you're always going to be fearful of him being a player, then is it worth your energy? And if he is of a soulmate connection, he might be in your head for a while. So you have, I trust that my powerful intentions combined with my faith are enough to allow my vision to become my reality. Which is what I was saying. If you want to put the intention out to the universe that he's not a player and he is in love with you and only with you, if you put that intention out and you fully believe it and you're confident in that intention, then that is the energy you can step into. But yeah, there's as much as I promote, you know, healing and doing shadow work and working on yourself, ultimately it comes down to the fact that we are never done healing. There's always more and more layers. And if there's something bugging you, then that means you just haven't dug deep enough. Okay. Crimson Moon, are you still here? Because you're up next. Does that make sense, Vicky? Like, I know it's hard to hear that you have work to do, but ultimately this is your energy. Don't be sorry. And I really appreciate you guys being mods. I think Vicky and T are still here. I think Ray's probably gone. Okay, Vicky, I'm going to move on. Crimson Moon, can you just clarify for me if that is, are we talking about a friend or a relationship? Just so I know what kind of energy I need to pick up on. Okay, I'm glad, Vicky. Because, I mean, one of my apprehensions about doing live readings is because I hate telling people that they have to focus on themselves because a lot of the times people are not willing to hear that. But I'm glad that you're receptive to that message. Hi, Nadia. Hi, Pinky. A relationship? Okay. I'm going to try shuffling over here so I don't drop them on the floor. Like I said, who was it that I said it for? Was it Avi or AR? Where I was like, I don't bullshit. Okay, Crimson Moon. Is she going to respond to your text? You have the World Tree and the Wheel and the Ace of Arrows. Okay. So with the World Tree, oh, hold on. Let me see. They will hear what they need to hear. And honestly, if they're not ready to hear it, then it's not my issue. So, I mean, that kind of sounds like I'm a bitch, but it's not. I'm just telling you what the cards say. I would much rather be honest instead of leading you down a path of destruction by saying like, oh, he's perfect. Because no one's perfect. Okay, so Crimson Moon, you have the opportunity to change the direction that this relationship is going in. With this World Tree, which was your first card that pulled out, I feel like this person, I mean, I know the question was ultimately, will she respond to my text? But it goes a lot deeper than that, right? I feel like right now you're feeling like you're stuck in this labyrinth with them, whether you're chasing them, you can't find them, or, you know, you feel like you're just going around in circles. So it's ultimately figuring out which direction you want to go. Are we heading towards this World Tree, or do we need to get out of the maze? With the Ace of Arrows, this is seeing a new light. Whether this is a new version of your reality, whatever. Whether this is like you changing your perspective on something, or them saying something that has you kind of, I want to say caught off guard, but not necessarily in a negative way, like it could clear things up. And with the Wheel of the Year, I'm sensing that this relationship, if you stick it out, is going to, you know, kind of be pulling you along for a while. And I say that kind of in a negative way. Like you're going to be going back and forth and not quite sure where it's heading. Like there's going to be bumps in the road. You're going to be, you know, you spin the wheel, it might land on something positive, and you are on good terms together, really good communication for a couple weeks, a couple months, and then all of a sudden the wheel spins again and you're just waiting for communication. So, I mean, will she respond to your text? Honestly, right now I'm feeling like the answer to that is no, and you need to, or not that she's not going to respond, but she's not going to respond in the way you want her to. Yeah, so she's taking a while to respond. It's almost like, I mean, I have no clue what you asked her, but there's something, it's almost like it's hidden and you can't find it. Like it's, you're stuck in this labyrinth, and she's in there with you, but you're on completely different paths. So it's taking the steps to align those paths together if that's what you want. Does that make sense? I'm going to pull an animal card for you. Like this relationship, it looks like it could be a long term. Like you've got the wheel of the year and you've also got the tree of life. So this could be long term. But right now you're stuck in a maze and you got to figure out how to get out of it. And with the Ace of Arrows, you've got to open your eyes to something. And that something is either going to have you guys go together in the direction of the tree for longevity, or it's going to have you be going in the opposite direction and leaving the maze. I'm just going to pull an animal card for you to clarify. I want to clarify what the wheel is. Hey guys, I see a bunch of new people who have popped on. I'm not actually opening the list right now. I've been on for almost 2 hours. I'm getting hungry. I still have 2 more readings to do, and then I'm going to go have lunch. But I am going to do this. I'm going to try and do it every week, okay? So if you want a reading, make sure that you hit the subscribe button so you're notified next time I go live. I had my list of 10 people within about 5-10 minutes of the reading. So try and hop on first, okay? So Crimson Moon, it's interesting. You actually got the meerkat, which is about getting support from like-minded friends. So you need to find someone who you trust, and then someone you can talk to. And it's almost, I'm almost feeling like you need to create this kind of a relationship with this person. Right now, this person isn't on this radar of being a fellow meerkat who you can go to. So how do you get yourself in alignment with that energy with them? And then you got the card of the zebra. Let go of your fear and know that you are safe and protected at all times. Does that make sense for you, Crimson? Trying to scroll up. Okay, so Nadia, I took a list at the beginning when I started, which was like 2 hours ago, and I'm still not through the first 10 people. So, oh, my camera's going to shut off again. Yeah, I still have to film tomorrow's daily readings. I film them a day ahead of time. And I have to get the rest of the zodiac readings done, so I can't hang around all day, unfortunately, guys, because I do have my schedule to keep up. Joshua, are you still here? I know it's like probably almost 3 in the morning now. Okay, that is back up. Why are you apologizing, Vicky? I love seeing the chat go by. It's hard for me to keep up. I want to read, I want to know what's going on, but I can't just sit here and read it all, unfortunately. But I can go back after and read it. I just feel like I'm missing out on some gossip or something. Oh, you are still here. Thank you for staying up. Okay, so we are talking about the soulmate energies surrounding you. I was looking for a different deck, but I don't have it within reach. Okay, what is... Oh, okay. Okay, so the first card that jumped out very quickly for you is the 6 of Arrows, which is transitioning. So you are transitioning into another phase of your life, which could... So overall, okay, so let me just go back to Crimson Moon. Overall, she will, yeah, but it's gonna, there's some bumps in the road, and it might not be the answer that you want. Okay, Crimson Moon? So, yes, I do feel like she will respond, might take longer, though it seems like it already has taken longer than you would want it to. And when she does get back to you, you might not be satisfied with the answer. Okay. Okay, so we have the 6 of Arrows, Joshua, and the Knight of Arrows. It's under a glare. The Knight of Arrows, which is the Hawk. So this is, again, this is about transition, but this is also about being vigilant and observing. Hawks are very fast and they can act when they need to, but they also like to nest very high up so that they can have a good overview of the situation around them. I feel like you need to look broader than where you're currently focusing. You know, it's almost like if your question was actually very specific. You wanted to know the ethnicity, but maybe you need to actually look broader, and just allow whatever it is to come in, whoever it is to come in. If you feel, because, you know, again, like I was saying earlier, we are all in control of our destinies, and actions that we take now can change our future. So if I tell you to look out for whoever, then that might be the energy that's surrounding you now. But with this transition, that might not be the energy of your soulmate that's actually coming in. So I'm not actually even going to take a stab at figuring out who this person might be. Because once this transition is over, I'm feeling like you are moving into a lot more positive energy. And on the other side of this transition, your soulmate may be different than who you would be destined to meet right this second. Okay? But I feel is a very positive thing. Okay? So you need to have your eyes open and you need to be aware. You almost need to allow yourself to experience more circumstances. It's like you can't miss the messenger, right? If you just as a very like general comparison, if you order something off Amazon and you don't open the door to the delivery guy, you're never going to get your package, right? So if I tell you something specific and you're waiting for that very specific kind of energy, and if you are looking for someone very specific, I feel like you're going to miss them. You need to be this hawk up on the, for one thing, on a higher pedestal, raising yourself up above in terms of confidence as well. But also just your perspective, being able and willing to see a broader perspective. You're feeling the transition? Yeah. Hello to all the new people who are popping on. I can see a few names scrolling by. I'm not adding anyone to the list, but I will do a reading by donation if you feel called. Otherwise, I have one more person after this, and then I'm calling it quits because I've been on for 2 hours. That makes sense, Joshka. Okay. I'm trying to get another card for you, but nothing's wanting to jump out. Though I do feel like I want a different deck. I want to pull an herbal magic card for you. Feel like it might help with your transition. Chill, dude. Who needs to chill? What did I miss? You got the card of creativity. So I feel like for you, Joshika, your guides are teasing you again. Creativity, which is ginger. The word creativity isn't even really speaking to me. It's more this light bulb that's going off. It's like once you meet this person, this light bulb's just going to go off and you're going to know. Thank you, Vicky. My voice is getting sore. Emmy, are you still here? Because you're next. And if you are, let me know what your question is. Can you guys hear the blender? Because I think my husband's making my kids smoothies. But I can hear the blender really loud. So this is, it's almost like when you're in the right energy after this transition, you've already said that you felt like, yes, you are in this transition. So I feel like when you're on the other side of this, you're going to have this light bulb kind of aha moment, whether this is when you're meeting this person or when you're in the right energy to bring in this relationship. Okay? Kids are yelling. So it's about keeping a broader perspective and making sure that you're not limiting yourself by limiting your beliefs of who your soulmate could be. Not limiting yourself to an ethnicity or a religion. I mean, if that is something that is super important to you, then that is something that you have to consider. But if you're open to the best possible connection the universe can provide for you, then you need to let go of expectations. Okay? I want to pull an affirmation for you as well. I can see that there are 8 people watching, but I can't see who it is, so I can't see if Emmy is still here. Thank you guys for sticking around. Could you hear him counting? I don't know what it was. You are open, Tanny? Okay, so that's really good. You got to be this hawk perched up. And I do feel like part of, raising yourself up to the level of the hawk is also working on your confidence. And really the confidence to say that I am worthy of my soulmate, whoever it is. My ideal person is coming to me. And, believe yourself when you say that. A greenish blue-eyed person. If you've been getting an image of that, then focus on it. Try and see if you can expand who that is. But also, one thing I would challenge you to do, Joshua, depending on how comfortable you feel with the suggestion, is try and, if you've been getting the image of eyes, eyes can tell so much. So try and get a feel for that person's energy. I just dropped half my deck of cards. The universe has big plans for me, and it's time to claim them. I think that is a perfect ending. If you've been getting visions of this greenish blue-eyed person, try and read the energy behind those eyes. Try and connect with it. If you guys can connect on a subconscious level, or I guess it would be more of a superconscious level, then you may be able to feel them when they're closer to you in your physical environment. Ooh, Emmy, you are still here. Okay, Emmy, what was your question? Does that make sense, Joshua? With trying to connect to the energy in the eyes? I know that's very woo-woo, and I don't know what level you're on. A general reading about Emmanuel. You're very welcome. Thank you for staying up. Okay, just give me a second, Emmy. I just want to, I know I missed a bunch of comments. Okay. Hi, Rob. Hi, Jasmine. Mookie Moo. Am I saying that right? I'm not sure. Hello. I'm glad you find it easy to listen to my readings. I appreciate that. Okay, Emmy. Thank you for the love to my family, and yes, I will enjoy lunch. So, Emmy, who is Emmanuel? Is that... Vicky and Rob, do you guys know each other outside of this? Okay, general reading for Emmy. Oh, my camera's gonna shut off. Hold on. Let's fix this again. This will be the last time I have to do this. Oh, look. With that off, you can really see my green screen behind me. Flashing in and out. I really appreciate each and every single one of you for sticking around with me while I mess with my camera. I was nervous going live the first time I've ever done this, and I just didn't know. I mean, I know I can read, but the technological side of it had me worried. I mean, I can deal with this camera shutting off occasionally, but yes, don't forget to hit the notification bell. Thank you, Vicky. Okay, let's finish up strong with Emmy. So we are starting with the card of the Four of Stones, which is protection, the Woodward, and insecurity. So this is you taking the steps to find your own personal strength. Feeling confident. Caught it before it fell. Yeah. Confident in your beliefs. Confidence in who you are as a person. With the card of protection, I almost feel like you're hiding something from, I don't know if it's from someone or just in general. There's something about, that's interesting. There's something about you that you're not wanting the world to see. But I'm feeling like it's something that brings you joy and happiness. Like maybe it's a little quirk about who you are. And with this Three of Arrows, it's almost like, I don't know if someone put you down for it or if someone ignored you when you expressed this aspect of yourself before. And because you didn't get the response that you wanted, you've kind of suppressed it. And so I feel like you need to go on a journey through this insecurity and bring back this aspect of you that brings you joy. Okay? This Woodward, this is finding strength inside of yourself. It's also, he's flanked by the protection and the insecurity. So it's like you're hiding something because you just don't want to hear someone else's opinion about this aspect of you. And honestly, you don't have to hear anyone's opinion. If it's something that brings you joy, brings you personal strength, something that you like about yourself, it shouldn't matter what other people say about this. It's not needing to justify who you are to anyone. Just so you know, GC, there was someone who was here at the beginning of the reading when I first logged on. That was NC. So you may have heard me call NC. Sorry. Yes, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'm terrible at plugging myself as a YouTuber. But yeah, I'm feeling like whatever this energy surrounding you, Emmy, you don't need to justify this to anyone else. If it's something that brings you joy and something that brings you happiness and makes you feel alive inside, then you don't need to justify that to someone else. You don't need to look to someone else for validation. It's a part of you, and that is all, like, that's all it needs to be. Okay, if it is something, now with this 3 of arrows, I do sense there is some heartache around this. Karen, there isn't a list. I'm just finishing up. I have been doing this for like over 2 hours now, but I am going to do a live each week. That's my husband. He's saying he was able to feed the kids. I have 4 kids, by the way. I need to go be mom. So I'm just finishing up this reading for Emmy, and then I will be doing this again, hopefully at least once a week. And try and get on as soon as possible. I think I can put a notification up so that you guys can see when I schedule myself to go live. And then you can hop on, because I cut it off at 10. I had more than that, and I cut it off at 10 after about 5 or 10 minutes of first going live, okay? And I will take donation readings above people on the free list, but once I'm done this reading, I'm done, so I'm not even going to take any donations, okay? But anyways, Emmy, sorry, got sidetracked there. So with this 3 of arrows, I do feel like there is going to be this emotional, it's almost like there's a resentment that is blocking you from really connecting with this aspect of you. It's like someone, I really feel like when you tried to perhaps express this desire earlier in your life, someone didn't give you the response that you were looking for. I don't necessarily feel it was negative, but it hurt you. Whether it's almost like maybe they ignored you, and that really was not the response that you wanted. You wanted them to raise you up. You were looking for validation in that response, and that's not what you got. So you started to suppress this aspect of you. But I feel like when you can tune back in and connect with that person, then your fears about showing this aspect of you and this insecurity will start to fade away, and you will become more confident in this version of yourself. Okay? Does that make sense, Emmy? Thank you again, Vicky, for moderating, and T, if you're still on here. Did you want me to pull an affirmation card, Emmy, for you? Yay, you are still here, T. Thank you so much for helping. I'm glad you were able to stick around. It was kind of spur of the moment that I asked you to come on here. So, Emmy, I pulled an affirmation card anyway for you. It says, I don't have to fear my fear. I can use it as a way to get closer to love. Okay? It is funny that people ask about relationships more than anything, because I don't actually do a lot of relationship readings on my channel. I mean, I do a lot of private relationship readings, but I don't post them a lot on my channel because I find it hard to give a collective conscious reading about love that people actually receive. Okay, Mila, I'm actually done for the day. I've been on here for over 2 hours, and I'm ready to go eat my lunch. So, Emmy, I don't know where you went, but I hope you heard the end of your message, because I do feel like that affirmation was very powerful for you. Okay. If your question is for a reading, then no. If it's a general question, then sure. I appreciate you guys so much for sticking around. It's been a while since I've done a live video, AT. Mila, was your question about a reading? Because if so, hit the notification bell and you'll be notified next time I go live, okay? I will take a list, but if it goes anything like it did today, then the list will be full in about 10 minutes. It's funny, GC, I actually prefer to do career readings. I feel a lot more comfortable in that zone because I feel like I can give a lot more subjective advice, because love can be so all-consuming for so many people. So anyways, guys, I think I am going to call it quits. GC, where are you? Where in the world are you? I feel like we had a lot of people who were not in North America on today's live. And so I'm wondering if a different time would be better. Because Vicky, you're in the UK, right? With tea? Thank you, motorcycle. That was very rude. Oh, you're in... Okay, so you are on the West Coast. So you're very similar in time zone to me, because I'm in Canada. I'm just on the other side of the Rocky Mountains from you. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to try and figure out, does a weekend... So Vicky and T, since you guys are here, as well as GC, does a weekend work better for you guys if you wanted to catch me live again, or do you guys prefer during the week, in the evening? Anyone have any opinions? There have been so many motorcycles out, because it's a somewhat nice day, but we are currently setting a record. I think we are at like 215 days of being under 20 degrees Celsius. So people are ready for some nice weather, and I'm ready to go outside. You thought you heard a Canadian accent. Yes, I'm definitely Canadian. Weekend is good? Okay. No one in work. So no one is in work, but my husband, who helped me set up this stream, is a tech guy and he's still working. So if I can figure out how to do this by myself and I can convince my kids not to yell while daddy's working and I'm live streaming, then I can try and do this during the week. If not, it might be in an evening, or I'll do it next weekend. Okay. So, GC, hit the subscribe button and I will try and get you on the list first next week. Okay. If I see you on, I'll put you on the list because I appreciate you hanging out for, I think you were almost here, almost the whole 2 hours with me. So, oh, my camera's going to shut off. So I'm going to take that as meaning that I'm done. Okay. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Okay. I'm going to say goodbye. Bye guys. Thank you again. Have a wonderful day.